How come when I lean back, I don't lean into the microphone?
Because, Chris, you're not like me.
I don't understand that. I lean back and I don't lean into the microphone. This is like the weirdest thing ever. Like, you lean back and it's like...
Television.
Welcome back to Classic Blend, everybody. This is TV number 75. Episode 75.
Sure.
What's 75 times 2?
150, Chris.
So we've talked, Ken.
Yes, but 150.
49? Episode 20 was that weird one we did with Benson.
Yeah, about 149.
About 149 TV shows. Yeah. Kenny, out of those 149, it's like what I asked you last week.
Goodness gracious.
No, Kenny, before we get into what we do here, what is... can you think of a sequel TV show? Yeah. Like a TV show that had sequels, a sequel made to it.
A sequel made to the TV show.
I don't know I guess it'd be considered a spin-off, but that was more of a sequel to the TV show.
Like Battles, like what was it, Galactica 1980?
That was a sequel.
It was like a sequel series, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
Anything? Why that doesn't do it for you?
No. I'm just saying. Are there any? Can you think of anything else?
As a sequel?
Like Joni Love Chachi.
Yes.
That's not a sequel. That's a side ditty.
Three's a Crowd. To Three's Company.
Three's a Crowd. That's a good one.
Yep. Three's Company ended. Three's a Crowd.
Okay.
Kept the story of Jack Tripper going.
All right. Hold that thought, because I'm going to tell you what I have. But first, what do we do here, Kenny?
We're going to take a couple. We each randomly generated. We each got a game. We each got a TV show.
Randomly generated.
Whoa, what happened?
He's all right.
Blacked out. What happened?
All right.
Randomly generated properties. I got a TV show. He got a TV show. I don't know what he got. He doesn't know what I have. We're going to reveal them to each other. We're going to talk about them, and then we're going to create a shared sequel. So much like
Joni Love Chachi.
Yeah.
I just want to point out you. Wow. Yeah. Just can we fix that from the next one? Okay. So I'm going to show Kenny what I have. Yeah. And he's going to look at it with his face, and he's going to fall off his chair.
That's fine.
And speaking of sequels.
Oh, great. Fantastic. He has the Munsters today.
Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
For the third time, Chris.
Wow.
For the third time.
Okay. Well. Good. What do you want me to say? Good.
I just don't understand this.
Cool. All right, let's get into this.
I just don't get it.
So, here's the thing. No, you don't got to be all proper about it.
Well, I have to be, because otherwise I'm going to be in your shot.
That's okay. We'll worry about it.
What's that white thing in your shot?
Worry about it later.
Does anybody like the lava lamp?
Who likes the lava lamp, man?
Do you see the lava lamp?
Okay, anyway.
It's the colors.
Am I cutting all that out?
I don't know what's happening.
No, Kenny doesn't basically know what's going on in his life right now.
All right, yeah, tell me about the show.
All right, so Munsters today is a sequel.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's a sequel to the 64 to 60.
Is it a sequel, or is it kind of like a reboot?
No, it's a sequel.
Like same people.
It's actually a sequel. This is what happens. It's been updated for the 1980s.
Yep.
It doesn't hold up. What happens was there was an accident in the lab, Grandpa's lab, and they wake up 22 years later in 1988.
Okay.
That's it. And they try to acclimate to the 80s.
They're not the same characters, though.
They are the same
characters. Not the same
Not
actors.
the same actors.
I got you.
Not even one of them.
And that's the premise. That's good.
And that's it. Yeah.
All right. Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
Can we do commentary to a TV show? We could do maybe like an episode.
Something like that. Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Commentary to an episode. Whoa, excuse me.
Whoa, you all right there?
Yeah.
Ran 79 to 81, 2 seasons, 37 episodes, starring Jill Gerard, Erin Gray, and Mel Blanc.
I didn't tell you who started this, and I'm not going to.
I really don't care. It's fine, man. It was on NBC.
I didn't tell you what this was on.
It doesn't matter. We don't really use that anymore. New Chicago, or the inner city, right? There's like an invisible shield around it to protect people from the radioactive mutants outside, the wasteland that's outside of the thing. Princess Ardala is the bad woman who wants to conquer Earth. She has a henchman named Kane. They were much more prominent in the first season, if not only in the first season. The pilot aired in theaters, so it's notable.
In theaters?
And I do believe it was one of the ones kind of like Roller Coaster. Yeah. that it had like the 4D where it would like move around and all that stuff, right? This was one of the few...
The movie roller coaster.
The few things.
Not the ride.
He's just Buck Rogers trying to fit in with life, right? He kind of was in a mine or something like that. And
so he's not an army guy or anything?
It was like Captain America syndrome where he kind of woke up hundreds of years later. And, trying to just fit in and everything like that. It was a story first published in 1928 in August 1928 issue of Amazing Stories magazine.
Oh, yes.
His name was Anthony Rogers, and a story called Armageddon 2419 AD. So that's what it was originally about.
Okay.
That's how that worked.
Okay.
All right. Notable guest stars: Jamie Lee Curtis, Gary Coleman, Marky Post, and Richard Mall. The interesting thing about Richard Mall and Marky Post were that they were both on Night Court together.
That's right.
And there you go.
We had a Night Court.
We never had Night Court.
Never had Night Court?
I don't believe so.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't believe we ever had Perfect Strangers or Growing Pains either.
No, we had Perfect Strangers.
No, we didn't.
We did. We talked about Perfect Strangers.
No, we probably talked about Family Matters twice because she was the elevator operator, the mom, from Perfect Strangers. Family Matters was a spin-off of Perfect Strangers. We never had Perfect Strangers. We never talked about Balky. Oh, gosh. He called me Wedge. He went and did it. I was thinking about it before. I put this thing on, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, you know what?
Is that why you did that?
I got the stupid mustache.
Is that why you did that? Good catch.
You right off. Right off.
If you guys are watching this
Mountain
on
Stars,
YouTube and you don't know what we're talking about, is that we're streaming this live on YouTube, which you can do it. You can watch us live
YouTube and Twitch
every Monday night.
Yes.
So why don't you do that and see us live and get all the behind the scenes goodness when we argue with each other.
Yeah.
Kenny, do we? Come on. Couple ideas. Spinning. The Munsters. First of all, this show 88 to 91.
Hold on.
3 seasons.
Listen. Just don't even talk. Zip it. Listen what I'm going to say here. Experiment. They woke up years later. He was in a coal mine. Well, in the original story, I don't know what happened in the actual TV show. Woke up hundreds of years later. It's the same premise.
Right. Guess what? They're going to go to the 25th century.
So they're going to just
be
like,
another accident.
You know what? It's going to be meta. You ready for it? META, right? Mm-hmm. This show, you said, didn't work out. They tried to bring them into the 80s, the Munsters into the 80s, and it didn't work out?
Yeah, I say it didn't hold up.
Okay, you said it didn't hold up.
Doesn't hold up now.
Okay, they realize that too, and they say, you know what? We're not done yet.
We're not made for this era.
We're not made for and they go to sleep again, and then they wake up hundreds of years
later. Or they
later.
had enough of that, and they said, we want to do this every 10 years. Why don't we do this every decade?
They said, instead of 3 decades,
how
about 300,
keep the
3
accident.
centuries?
No, keep the accident. We can keep the accident.
Right, but they do the accident
by accident
again.
Is right, and it goes
instead of 3 decades. Now it's 3 centuries.
Yes, I like it.
Okay, so now the Munsters are hanging around with Buck Rogers.
Yeah, can I tell you what I want to call it?
Oh gosh, yes.
This was called Munsters today. Mm-hmm. I want to call it Munsters tomorrow.
Okay, the Munsters tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you be honest with me, Kenny? Please be honest with me. You're my friend. I've known you a long time. Do you like it or no?
Do you think the Munsters are more popular than Buck Rogers?
Yes.
See? Sounds stupid. It is, and that's the point.
There is a delay, so that may not be for my thing.
Oh, is that my thing?
How about Buck Rogers and the Munsters of tomorrow? I don't know. Buck
Rogers. Okay.
What do you think?
Okay.
It's kind of a long one. We don't have to. What do you got? Nothing.
And A-N-D. Let's spell it out. Yeah. That's it. Sometimes it writes itself, man. And that's it. So give us a.
I still don't know if it was mine or his. His.
It's mine. I said it before.
Okay.
Listen. What's gonna happen here? Should we bring Marky Post back?
Yeah.
She falls asleep with the Munsters.
Well, no, because they're in his century, so they're all there.
Oh, you're right.
Everybody's there. Jamie Lee Curtis.
You're right.
They're all in there.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're all in there.
All right. Okay, so hold on a second.
Yeah. He does a lot of thinking.
This.
A lot of What's this?
I want to know what the pilot episode's going to be like. What's going to happen? They wake up. Can we
set up for the podcast?
And Herman Monster's like, oh.
Save for the podcast? Very briefly, yeah. No, they'll wake up and they'll be like, oh, the Wait, what?
Okay.
What?
We'll go a little bit
What?
more in depth in the Classic Blend podcast number 75. If you're watching this when this airs and everything like that, it comes out on Friday. But if you're watching this sometime in the
Separate
future,
thing, we go into
it's
more
out there.
details.
We go into more detail. We ramble a little bit and we relax a little bit. We shut off these lights in the back and we chill out, man. Right? Mm-hmm. We chill out.
So we did it. So it's Buck Rogers
And the Munsters of Tomorrow.
and the Munsters of Tomorrow in the 20th century.
The Munsters isn't one of my favorite properties, man.
Really?
It's just like, I mean, I watched it.
I like the Munsters. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to say in the last year we started watching it on Netflix.
Really?
Just to watch
I mean,
it.
it's a funny show.
It's cool.
It's a funny show. I
Not the Munsters of Tomorrow. I did watch like half an episode
today.
of Munsters of today.
Yes.
Wow, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Monsters of yesterday.
It's
at
very.
This point, you know what I'm saying?
It's very.
I know.
I wanna be like-
know. The thing is, they try to reclaim that magic, or they try to.
They tried to do the Miami Vice thing where he wore the colored sport jacket with the rolled up sleeves, Herman, and like that show is not good looking in color.
The boat shoes and no socks.
Yeah, those characters are not good looking in color.
Yeah, I bet.
Not a fan.
I bet.
Not
I
a
bet.
fan. Anyway,
so,
that's
yeah. If you like the TV, you might like the movies, you might like the games, you might like the toys. Check us out, Classic Blend. New episode every weekday on YouTube. We record Monday nights on Twitch at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
you can also watch it live on YouTube.
If you like 80s trivia, if you like what we do, check out our 80s trivia show. Do you even 80s Bro? Most recently, we had Szechuan Bruce Willis night, which sounds fantastic. And we also
Tasty.
had...
Can you hang with 80s slang?
Yeah, Can You Hang with 80s Slang?
It's good stuff. If you guys have any suggestions on those, on any topics or questions that we can ask for Do You Even 80s Bro, let us know. At RetroSquat.com on everything. RetroSquat.com for some other things we do there. It's going to do it, Kenny.
That's it.
Let's end it. Say something 80s to me.
No, not Wedge Biggs. You mean Biggs, not Wedge.
Oh!
I'm calling you out right now.
Called out!
Mountain
Well,
Stars, it's Biggs.
It is Biggs, yeah.
Right?
No, Wedge
Wedge
also
didn't have a
had
mustache. I don't believe he did.
Who was his friend? His friend was Biggs.
His friend was
Wedge
Biggs.
was one of the...
Yeah, see?
He wasn't Rogue Squadron, but he was in Red Squadron.
No, I think he was in...
Was it... No, what was he for?
No, he was in Red, yeah.
It wasn't
No,
Red?
he was
It was
kissing
Red.
he was with Luke
Yeah, it was
in the
Red
X-Wing when
Squadron.
he got blown
Yeah.
up. It was Biggs, Mountain Stars.
Do you even 80s?
You an 80s, bro. That was the 70s, man. That was the 70s. You don't 70s. That's cool. 80s. It's cool. It's cool. The 80s count. Not the 70s. Don't worry about the 70s.
Got it.
Nobody really 70s, right? Even people in the 70s didn't 70s because they don't remember it.
Feathered hair.